Saludos y bienvenidos. Estamos en la cueva del saber. Realmente aquí pues no sé bien a qué sitio debo de ir. Solamente dice que pues investigue y encuentre indicios. Entonces pues vamos a empezar por lo más periférico. Y ya posterior pues bajaré para ver qué más pudiésemos encontrar. Claro, más bestias. Ah, miren, eso no lo había visto. Sí, con esto de la neblina y que no sabes qué tanto se está abarcando. Uy, sí están duros, ¿eh? La magia sí les está haciendo bastante daño. Menos mal que de vino pet. Ese Petrus. Pues voy a subir para ver qué podemos encontrar. Espero que sea algo bueno. Hierro en bruto, mineral de hierro. Pensé que era algo. Oh, joder. ¿Cómo fue que se despertaron? Oh, joder, están también duros. Oh, está muriendo este tío. Ya ni siquiera veo. Oh, joder, joder. Estuvo duro, pero lo logramos. Ah, no puede ser. Si me bajo, ¿no creen que se baje? Bueno, si es que puedo bajar. Ajá, justamente yo también así lo pensé. Como el Petrus. Aquí sí, por ejemplo, no voy a poder bajar. Estas cosas están bastante duras, ¿eh? Vamos a usar la furia. Porque si no, la verdad no vamos a pasar. Uy. El arma es muy buena, muy buena. bueno que tengo 140 balas. Y pues puede atravesarse lo que se atraviese, yo lo voy a superar. Porque me preparé suficientemente bien. A ver, no sé dónde mierda estoy, pero ahora entiendo que son como caminos. Acá, por ejemplo, puedo seguir por acá o me puedo bajar y pues me va a dar un camino. Entonces, vamos a ver. Pues vamos por acá. A ver qué show. Hay huesos. Pues no sé qué pasó, pero creo que llegamos a nuestro destino. Los montes rocosos. Vamos a ver qué tan grande está este lugar. Pues no, está pequeño. Yo diría que está cómodo.
Finally, we've made it to high ground. Now, let's find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here. Bloodied feathers.
They are extremely long. I know of no species of bird that sports such plumage.
Looks like Vinbar must have begun his transformation. He will soon become a guardian of the mountains. If we want to have any chance of saving Constantine, we must hurry.
El Constantine.
More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
You should not have come all this way, Renaikse.
Sir, and what?
But Vinba, even if it breaks my heart, he has done what is right. No one must stop him.
Eight.
Pues se pusieron en nuestra compra los salvajes. Vamos a tener que darle. Oh, maldita sea. Voy a tener que usar los polvitos flu para revivir a mis amigos. Oh, tome. No, otra vez mataron a mis amiguitos. Son bien débiles mentales. Cállese la magia. Ahora sí, estamos 1-1. Vamos a ver quién es más chingón. Pero te aseguro que yo seré vencedor. Oh, así yo también puedo dar pataditas. Ah, ya no le pude dar la patadita. O sea, y aparte me bajan reputación, como si yo tuviera algo que ver con toda esta mierda. Que de todo no me debería de afectar. Insulares afable, ya. Tengo muchos puntos a favor. Porque creo que son de los que más he apoyado a los insulares. Ahora vamos a ver, todo derecho.
Over there, more feathers. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail. We found the entrance to the sanctuary. Vinbar must be here, with Constantine. If he's still alive, we need to find a way to get inside quickly. This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it's obstructed. He knows how to protect his home.
Su muerte.
A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed.
Pues colócala, tío.
And here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? The seed that Sarah was carrying should work.
That would be logical in any case.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work.
Miren, pura magia de la buena, ¿eh? Voy a guardar la partida por cualquier situación, ya que pues creo que nos dirigimos a algo importante. Y pues ahora sí prosigamos. La voz del muerto viviente. Ya pasamos casi a nivel 28. Pues aquí vamos. No sé si me tengo que enfrentar a este tío, pero algo me está diciendo que sí. De repente como que se traba en el piso. Sí está larguito el camino. Y bueno, pues aquí estamos.
King Vinbar, why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad.
Take it! You are too blind, too renaixed to understand.
Leave him!
Vaya, este tío también es Matrix, Derrotas de otro tío. A pura pistoleta. De perra.
That's enough. Free him.
I cannot. Oh, source of life.
Free him! Damn it!
que la elemental baja la armadura, bastante rápido. A ver, voy a probar con el revestimiento mejor. ¡Oh, hijo de madre! Flu. Hijo de perra.
We should be able to approach Constantine now.
You're right. Let's go see him quick.
Viejo lesbiano. Pero algo también tiene este tío,
Constantine! Wake up, please, I beg you! Hang on. We're bringing you home to get you healed.
Está evolucionando un Tyrant.
3 days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
Bueno, pues acabo de subir de nivel. Vamos a ver qué atributos le puedo mejorar. Pues voy a mejorar esta, agilidad. Y pues vamos a visitarlo a ver qué nos dice.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep. The affairs of state can certainly wait another day. Let me...
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the fourth time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I wouldn't go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it, and in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site, a place full of magic. I followed his instructions, and all of a sudden, what an incredible sensation. I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears, and beasts jumped all over us. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened. Tell me more about this ritual. What did it consist of?
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind themselves to the island.
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little time. So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me a sort of potion. What ceremony! I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous stone, and there, a gigantic beast came, and started circling around me. It was incredible. I truly felt a bond with that place. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. It was marvelous. And now I am Onol Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks.
It seems that Vinbar was targeting you specifically. Did he say anything to you?
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his own language. It seemed that he was speaking to someone and following his orders. But there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman must have been hearing voices.
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you like the others?
No, not really. It seemed like he was trying to tell me something, though. He spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the Earth. It made absolutely no sense. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly, of course. I just want to understand.
But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was Enon Mil Frictamen?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to the sanctuary is dead.
Oh no. Do not tell me.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary according to Glendan. I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they are going to name a successor.
Pues aquí es donde se vuelve lo interesante, porque ahora con un nuevo alto rey, pues todos van a luchar por este título, ¿no lo creen? Y cuando digo todos, es todos. Y no es porque haya visto algo de lo que va a pasar o cualquier otra cuestión, sino simple lógica. Creo que pues toda la narrativa ahora se centra en esto, el alto rey, que pues es como la mayor conexión con la isla. Y pues este tío supongo que tendrá también sus intenciones que todavía no conocemos a fondo, y dentro de la historia creo que ha omitido cosas. No lo sé, pero suele suceder de esta forma, así funciona esto. Ahora, como es muy importante, pues tener un buen desenlace de empoderamiento de nuestro personaje, pues voy a volver a las misiones de rutina. Me refiero a, por ejemplo, estas misiones secundarias con nuestros personajes. También ese Glendan, Vamos a ver qué nos dice el Glendan.
Can you come and see me? We are happy to see.
Thank well,
and it is
that
if so,
don't
your
look, but thank.
You have saved my Menundanem. I will never forget.
Could you tell
It is
men?
do you
Yeah.
our people there?
Can you
Don't we are he is
see you later?
I'd like to speak to... Bird here to mud. You?
No. Really?
There, but
I can...
yeah.
Ok. ¿Y ahora qué? Vale. Tengo que ir acá abajo. Pues no, no estoy tan lejos. Ah, pero igual y este queda mejor, de cercana. Pero ya que estoy aquí, pues vamos a hablar con Glendan.
Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, Karans of Katasach. We learned of his death. And they washed Tire.
Alas, his was not the only tragic loss. Your High King, Vinbar, is also dead. He was taken by folly. He went away into his mountains after killing Katasach and capturing my cousin. Nothing I could say would allow him to see reason.
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him? Kertansidag. What happened? How could a friend of Katasach do such a horrible thing?
I'm sorry, but your High King did not leave me any choice. He was at the point of killing my cousin and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nardaig. Perhaps it was for that reason that he lost possession of his wits.
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. But something escapes me. Why? Why would Vinbar have done such a thing? His offering to Tiafradi does not justify what he did.
You know that I wish to see Enonmil Frictaman, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to do so. I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I'm just as sorry as you.
Undivorced Tire. We will celebrate his memory as well as those of all the members of our council that have fallen. Vladnit, Katasach, and now our High King. These are dark times, but in spite of our mourning, we must elect a new High King. The children of Tiafradi cannot remain without a guide. All the more so in these troubled times. I will notify the Mal of all the clans, so that they may know to travel here.
Who has a chance of being elected, in your opinion?
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also attract support from many. And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world with his honey-dripping words.
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan. I must convince them to help me if they are elected.
I suppose. I must begin the preparations. You must leave now.
Who will win the vote in your opinion?
I don't know. Each of the three chiefs, it is possible that some amazing feat places. If Blacknid had been victorious.
Is there anyone else among those presenting themselves?
Do not take me for someone born last summer. You want to influence the but you shall fail this time. And you must go before the one we. Can I do anything else for you?
What can you tell me about your god?
That's you.
I must...
Pues bueno, efectivamente va a haber una votación. Ahora sabemos que van a haber 3 contendientes. Y pues vamos acá a ver qué show. Campamento de Serganau.
At last, we made it here.
How do we get in?
Look.
This stone and this door remind me of the place where the Tierna Hach went into hiding.
You're right. We'll probably have to use a seed here as well.
But we don't know which.
Y literal, ¿dónde voy a encontrar una semilla? Eso sí, para que vean, está algo fumado. Pero a ver, vamos a explorar acá, a ver qué show.
Hey, what are you doing here?
We could ask you the same question.
Except we found this place first. The treasure is ours. So I suggest you disappear. Fast.
Listen, we didn't mean to bother you. We were only exploring the area. But perhaps you could tell us exactly what you're doing here.
You look like nobility, and we don't want any trouble. We also are, explorers. We discover secret places. That type of thing.
Really? And you found one near here?
Yeah. We managed to convince a savage to talk to us. And he told us there's a holy cave not far from here. The kind of place where the natives hide their treasures. But be careful, eh? It's ours.
And how do you plan on entering this cave?
Well, with enough explosives, we'll eventually get through those roots blocking the entrance. It's only a matter of time.
I see. Very subtle. And the islander didn't tell you anything about this?
He didn't really have the time. And he didn't have a key on him. Just some bloody seeds. Anyway, now that you know what we're doing here, you better leave.
Listen, I don't want to worry you, but you are taking a big risk by staying around here. When the Islanders clan notice his disappearance, they will come for him. You can imagine what will happen then.
Yeah, you're not wrong. With the time it will take to craft enough explosives, we may end up with a whole tribe after us. Never mind, guys. We're leaving, fast!
Here is my offering to the Cave of Knowledge.
Un muertito. Ah, ok. O sea, literalmente se lo chingaron. Pues curiosamente ahora tenemos la semilla que pues precisábamos para abrir este momento.
There.
Pero
Place the
bueno.
seed on the stone.
Por fin estamos en la cueva del saber. Que pensé que era la otra, pero no. Es esta, la auténtica cueva del saber. Pues según esto deberíamos ir por acá.
It seems like this painting depicts some kind of ritual.
Yes. The character at the center is pouring blood on a stone. And one of these giant creatures that the natives call Nardigs is present.
The location looks like the stone circle where we met the two young natives. The character has changed. He now resembles an Onol Manawi.
You're right. Someone's coming. Let's hide. If anyone finds us here, we're sure to lose the trust of the islanders.
Pues todavía somos afables, pero ya no podemos seguir perdiendo más puntos con los insulares. Ja, en la siguiente piedra. Quítate.
Esco halen, esco valg med agengo selerge mantadabem, avenundanum.
Mach, es boglin daigan ni dau. A yigi dames etier comelei.
Cairto, Morian, ages radai de radi dauem tairger began.
Cau den nes greta comelei. Nas oltargotu, vregtetet mad advat. Abud antadabe me en...
Claro, esas cosas que entiendo. Oh, no sé qué mierda. Pero ya salimos.
The paintings in the cave were magnificent. And if it is obvious that they depict the... It is by...
I'm not...
And then the...
How...
And what...
Very well. I hope that Dunkus will not be too angry after seeing us there.
Let's take some time to rest, and then we'll go back to the place where we met them.
Bueno, pues ya estamos aquí. Voy a bajar y a guardar la partida porque no sé si esta va a joder.
You again. Your curiosity is truly unquenchable.
Forgive our intrusion, Dunkus, but I really want to attend Yewan's ritual. I have learned a lot thanks to you, but I still have so much left to understand.
If you were one of ours, Afra, I would be flattered to have such an inquisitive and resolute apprentice. You can attend the ritual, but promise me that you will be discreet. No Renaigse ever had this honor before.
We will do everything in our power to prove ourselves worthy of your trust, Dunkus.
Pues bueno, creo que no nos fue tan mal.
How are you? What?
You look preoccupied.
Our people have suffered many lions' attacks. It's used but
Vamos a ver ahora qué nos van a pedir.
Aruich neistiri, adesta marar mam.
Meneda, Meneda, You are an Onolmanawi now, Yawan. And soon you will heal the earth by our sides. Like a real Donegard.
Thank you, Dunkas. I feel so proud.
I am so happy that we can be Voglendaiga together at last.
What about you, Afra? Did you find the answers you were looking for?
It's strange. I didn't exactly understand what happened, but I am moved.
Some events must be understood with the heart, not the head.
It seems like you are right, Dunkus.
We are under attack. Your curiosity, Afra, has saved lives. If it weren't for you, people from my village would have been abducted or killed. I am infinitely grateful, especially considering that fighting against your brothers could not have been easy.
Indeed. These people were brutes. They had it coming. However, you don't know how right you are, Dunkus. I recognize some of these men.
Really? Did they belong to the governor's court?
No. They worked for my former master, Dr. Asili. I was his student for a long time before I realized this man's methods were questionable. He was so obsessed with his goals that he became cruel. But I can't believe he'd go as far as abducting people for his experiments.
You think that the Onol Manawi are used for experiments?
Now that I have seen these soldiers, I am certain of it. And I'm afraid they may suffer atrocious treatment under the guise of scientific progress. I am so ashamed.
Come now, shame serves no purpose. And you are proof that the Loyans are not all the same.
Thank you, Duncas. And thank you, Desade. You opened my eyes.
Pues bueno, ya es afable esta tía. Vamos a ver si nos quiere decir algo más.
Desade, I'm happy to see. Can I do anything for you?
How did you feel when we visited the cave?
Astonishment, I think. I felt as if I had reached my goal. As if I was finding a long-lost treasure. It was strangely moving, I think.
It was a moving moment indeed. And I was happy to be able to share it with you.
I am also happy I have found someone to share these discoveries with. When I'm with you, I feel as if I'm learning differently, feeling new things, and I'm very grateful to you for that. Anything else?
What do you think of the love that unites those young people? It really seems as if they share something special.
It's true. I don't think I've ever stumbled upon two people that were so close to one another. On the continent, where everything is political, it only happens in fairy tales. But here...
Do you ever think that you could become that close to someone?
To be honest, no. Not before I saw this young couple.
What about now?
I do not like to lose myself in vain reveries. But for some time now, I've begun to think that such sharing of ideas and feelings is in fact possible. Anything else?
Do you think that attending this ceremony has changed your world vision?
Yes, obviously. Before it, I was so focused on my own knowledge. This ritual made me understand the power of sharing, of emotions, and of the bonds between people. This new vision gives me new perspectives. A whole new life is ahead of me.
Knowledge comes in many forms, and sometimes it can't be found in books.
That is true. An experience can transform us and make us grow more than reading a book. I love exploring science and nature, but in the end, I only saw it as a way to find content for my books. And yet, the nature of the